Good afternoon. It's Saturday afternoon and it's Richard and
Paul.
welcome.
I got that right.
Well done, Paul. Very good. You're getting used to that now.
Yeah.
So the reason we're here this afternoon is not for a chat, although we are chatting about things over a cup of tea on a wintry, windy day.
I'm resisting.
Yeah, don't say it, because save that for the proper one. Otherwise you'll wear it out and it'll all be old and crinkly.
Haggard.
So, it's Saturday afternoon. The reason we're here is because we have been nominated by Vivi of What Vivi Did Next and Vivi's Kitchen Garden. Stop the feet thing.
Oh.
Just stop it. Thank you. I don't want a background noise of rustling feet. The things I have to put up with. You do realise, you understand.
Oh dear.
Just stay calm, Paul, calm and relaxed.
Zen.
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 So we've been nominated by Vivi, and this is the Roundup Challenge of 2018. And as Vivi said in hers, nothing to do with the weed killer.
No.
Roundup, no. It's like a roundup, like a review of 2018.
A review?
A review of 2018. And this was started by Jasmin of
Alternative
Alternative SmallHolding.
SmallHolding, yeah.
Sorry, Jasmin, we're still not used to your new name. We will
Ophelia's
get
allotment, I know, absolutely.
Yes. But sorry,
So what's it? Alternative SmallHolding?
Right. I hope so. You've made me doubt myself now.
No, it's Alternative SmallHolding. Yeah, it's SmallHolding, because it wouldn't be allotment, because it was yeah.
So Jasmin started that off, and we were nominated by Vivi, so I'm going to interview Paul and find out all about the answers to the questions. Sorry, I wasn't sure what I was saying there.
You lost it.
But I
then,
got
didn't
there.
you?
I didn't lose it, Paul.
You were sort of like, oh,
No, I
what
didn't
should I
lose
say
it.
now?
If I'd have lost it, I'd have frozen.
You did a 2.25 hour live chat last night.
I
That
know.
was no problem.
I never lose it, really.
Oh dear. Right, so 6 questions.
6 questions. Starting now, and let's do it in double quick time.
That's the first one.
So, Paul, please tell me and the viewers, our lovely YouTube subscribers, all of you, we love you all, and we love anybody watching
You're
that is
going
new,
on now, aren't you?
that is new to the channel, to also subscribe too. Thank you. Subscribe, hit the bell, and hit a thumbs up if you enjoy what you watch.
And if you don't like it,
And just go
do a
away.
thumbs
No, you don't do a thumbs down, you just go away and never come back.
There's always someone who does a thumbs down.
There is.
Yeah.
So generous.
Anyway, questions.
Paul,
Me.
what was the best crop of 2018?
What was it for you? It was...
Well, for me, it
was-
would be the tomatoes
It
and
was
the pumpkins.
tomatoes. It was tomatoes. Our best crop was tomatoes,
And
undoubtedly.
What variety? What variety?
A variety that I didn't even know at this time last year, called Amish paste or Amish paste,
Amish.
whichever way you say
Tomato,
that.
tomato. Potato,
Yeah.
potato.
No, it's not potatoes. No.
No,
But that was our best. Amish paste tomatoes. Just fantastic, weren't they?
they were fantastic. And now, look, I always get mixed up which ones were which. So
They were the duck egg.
they were
shaped
the
ones.
sort of plum. And were
Yeah.
they the ones that were a lovely sort of pinky red?
Yeah, yeah. They were sort of almost not translucent, pearlescent. They almost had a pearlescent skin. They were fabulous. They really were.
They did taste good.
They had a good acidity. They had a sweetness.
Yes, they did.
There was a lot of flesh and not a lot of juice.
Juice.
And water.
Yeah.
They were certainly not watery.
They were quite firm,
They were
but
great.
yielding.
Yeah, and we had them with cheese on toast about 1 billion times this summer.
We were addicted to cheese and tomato on
Yeah.
toast. It was just so divine. And we don't put loads of cheese on either. It was mainly
It's a
tomato layer.
Yeah.
We tend to do our cheese on toast. Lightly toast the bread first, then you put the tomatoes on.
And then you grill.
Black pepper,
Yeah.
sometimes a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of sea salt, under the grill, heat that through, and then put a layer of cheese on top. And
Thin layer.
and then heat that through to just melt.
Yeah.
That's our favourite cheese
Delicious.
on toast. And on a low heat setting. There's no point in whacking your grill onto high because you'll just burn the bread.
Yeah. Yeah. So we had, that was lovely. We should put that on Planet Vegetaria recipe.
My mouth
cheese
is
on toast.
watering already for that.
And then Richard would come home and I'd go, we've got a change today. And he'd go, oh, what? I'd go, we've got cheese and tomato sandwiches.
Just lovely, lovely. Our favourite combination. I mean, it is a great
It's a
combination.
classic. But with these Amish tomatoes,
Yeah.
it was especially great.
It's that sweetness with the sharpness of the cheddar and also with that little bit of acidity from the tomatoes as well. But you didn't really need to season them, but it's just nice to have that little bit of
it
salt.
adds a little tone of flavour.
It does.
That
Lovely.
was great. And
Lovely.
then the other thing that was not really our best crop, but was such a challenge for me that was successful this year was beetroot. I've
Yeah.
never ever grown beetroot successfully.
Especially the Chioggia.
Chioggia we grew
The
this
pink
year,
ones, white and pink, absolutely divine.
but never grown them before. Everyone says they're so easy to grow. I have never, in my 52 years, I have never grown beetroots successfully. Actually, in my 51st years, I've never grown beetroot successfully. But in this year, when I was 52, did it the Charles Dowding way. We'll always do it that way from now on.
Great.
Yeah.
So have you finished now?
Yeah, I finished now.
Oh,
yeah.
good.
Yeah. I might sneeze in a minute
Why?
because I've got a tickling in my nose.
The tickling.
Is that a Kate Bush thing?
Oh, it might be.
The tickling.
Okay, that's lovely. So question number 2, Paul. What was your worst crop of 2018? I'm trying to think which one it was.
It's leeks.
Yeah. Oh.
Never ever going to do leeks again.
Just like Vivi
And Jane
and Jane
and various other people.
and various other people.
Allium leaf minor. Just, it's not worth it.
Destroys the crop, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it's really not worth it. It's a long growing season for leeks. Obviously, they take up not too much space, but it's a long growing season. And you get to that certain point, and you think they're doing really well, and then suddenly you notice them wilting a little bit, turning over, the leaves turning back, buckling, and that's allium leaf minor.
Sure.
And it started, I can't remember how long ago it started in the UK, but I think it was about 10 years ago or something, and it's just spreading.
But you said the
successfully.
leeks are still in there.
The leeks are there,
And
and
are
they
there
they
any
need to
that-
come out. There's a couple.
that
There's
are
a couple.
okay?
Yeah, but at the community gardens, people are growing leeks at the community gardens very successfully.
Well, isn't it
But
strange?
there we are. So no more leeks. And the other thing that I haven't been able to successfully grow yet again this year, so 52 years, not successful, radish.
But you weren't growing radish when you were a baby.
I was growing radish when I
No,
was a
you
baby.
weren't.
I was.
Not
well,
in
Dad
the pot.
was growing radish. No, but I've tried to grow radish so many times. I get little spindly.
Well, we had some one year. They were a little woody.
They were a
granted.
little woody. I mean, you could have eaten a plank and it would have been softer. Yeah, no.
Okay, so you've said the worst crop. You can't
Yeah.
be telling a whole story here.
Oh, right, no,
It's
no.
just one question, one answer.
Oh, right, okay. Well,
This
there's
isn't
two
an
of us.
allotment update.
There's two of us, so I'm answering two for each of us.
Yeah, all right. So number 3.
I just moved my feet.
Yeah, don't start that malarkey. Number 3. what would you do differently? And also, what lessons have you learned?
Right. Differently, I am doing more edge beds because I just find them so much easier to manage.
They do cost money.
They do. I mean, you do.
You've got to buy the wood.
You either buy the wood or you get given the wood. Obviously, that's cheaper. We do buy it. We're fortunate enough to be able to buy it, so we bought it, and we're doing more edge beds. That's what it is.
So you do more edge beds.
And then one thing that Vivi did this year, she had her bean tunnel, where she used, and I think this is one that Jasmin also mentioned she's going to be doing, where you hoop your beans between two beds. So where you walk down, you hoop the beans over that. So you plant your beans down the edge of the sides of two beds and hoop them. We're going to do that next year because it takes up less space.
So you're talking about vertical gardening here.
More vertical gardening.
Vertical gardening.
That's
to
very good.
save
Well done.
on.
That's very good. Vertical gardening. Yeah.
Well, one tries to be concise with one's descriptions.
Oh,
so
and
as
label.
to not go off on a tangent for 4 days.
Label.
Well,
Label.
I'm hoping you're going to start using the bamboo toothbrushes that we've used.
Yeah.
You can start using those as labels because they're totally compostable.
They are.
We've transferred to bamboo toothbrushes, people.
Yeah.
None of that plastic rubbish anymore. You need to stop. Bamboo toothbrushes. Do my teeth look good? I think they do.
Do my teeth look better? I think they do.
Don't start trying to be me.
But what was I saying? Label. I had a fantastic crop. I sowed some marigolds. They were absolutely fantastic. I thought they were going to be really, really brilliant. Then I thought they looked rather odd. And then it was a bit too late when I realised they were actually my Brussels sprouts. So label
Can you
things.
get marigolds and Brussels sprouts mixed up?
I planted them at the same time.
They've got
but
different leaves,
I put
surely.
the wrong labels in the thing.
Oh,
It was a
honestly.
disaster. Yeah.
Anyway, so what did you learn? Is that your learning point?
Yeah,
then,
my
to
learning
label?
lesson is label. My learning lesson is labeling.
Labelling.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good.
Be careful how you say that.
So,
What's the next?
question number 4. What was your biggest challenge of 2018, Paul? Biggest challenge?
Gosh, life was a bit of a challenge this year.
No,
wasn't it?
not life.
Oh, right.
Allotment.
Allotment. Watering. Everybody, I'm sure. Challenge was watering.
In the hot weather.
Well, yeah,
Well, it was
because
very
of the hot
lengthy.
weather. It wasn't the challenge of watering in the hot weather. It was the amount of water that you had to put down in the hot weather. It
Yeah.
was lovely watering in the hot weather because then you could just spray it in the air and it would fall on top of you and it was lovely. Yeah. Not that you did any.
That didn't sound like much of a challenge to me.
No,
then.
but it was the amount of water you needed to use. Fortunately, we've got.
That was your
source of
biggest
linen.
challenge of 2018.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, can you think of another one?
No.
Well, there we are.
Okay. So, question number 5. What are your plans for 2019?
They're formulating at the moment.
So you haven't made any?
No, they're formulating at the moment. I sort of know where certain things are going to be going.
Okay.
We've got a lot of interesting seeds that
Yes.
we've been sent. Sandy sent us some seeds from the US. We've had seeds from various people, interesting things. And it's sort of understanding how when they sow in a certain, when they might be zone 2 or zone 3 or zone 4 or zone 5 when we sow them here. But yeah, I think the one thing that I would like to have done better this year and will do better next year is beans, because as veggies we eat a lot of beans, and our borlotti harvest was okay. Our gigantes harvest was fantastic. But our runner beans, which we dry and use for chilies
Terrible.
and things like that, absolutely appalling. So I think an Madeira maroon.
So
Didn't think.
plans really, in a nutshell, are to be more vertical.
Yeah. Yeah.
And to sort out the beans in a slightly different way, in a more robust way.
Yeah.
So you can climb upwards, support them. That's going to be an issue, isn't it?
Yeah, supporting.
Good support for the vertical gardening.
We've got one new bean that we've been sent, and it says it grows between 2.5 and 4 metres.
Well, how on earth are you going to get 4 metres? I mean,
I think
ridiculous.
we might actually grow it up the apple tree. I might put it in pots and grow it up.
Won't it get eaten by the birds if you do that?
No, that's true.
No, you can't do that because the parakeets will have them.
The parakeets.
Because there is a kind of layer that the parakeets seem to feed on.
There is.
There's sort of parakeet layer.
But maybe I could ask Sarah and Els, our next door plot holders, if I could grow it up the quince.
Yeah, but they're still going to find
No, they don't
them.
like the parakeets. Don't like the quince. They don't like.
Well,
eating
maybe
the
they'll
quince.
start liking the quince because of the beans.
No. So anyway, that's.
What about climbing
plans.
up the buddleia?
Yeah, could do.
That's something to be planned,
But
isn't it?
the plan, I think the plans will all come together. We use a online program to do that.
What's it called?
Can't remember, but
Oh well, we'll find out and
we'll
put
find
the
out,
link.
put the link below. I think it's about £19 a year, something like that, which for us is fine, but for others may not be. You can just draw it obviously on paper. But yeah, I and making sure I've got things in succession as well. That's the important thing. So yeah, the plans are formulating now, but I think they'll really come together January time.
Good, thank you so much. And finally, question number 6. Who inspired you in 2018?
Oh, you did. You inspired
Oh,
me.
shut up.
I think I've been inspired. No, I don't think. I know I've been inspired by community this year. By many communities. By our allotment community that really embraced me as becoming chair earlier this year. Quite moved by that. By our community gardens community who continue to support what we're doing at the community gardens, and where I'm also chair, and the fantastic committee that we've got there, just brilliant. And then I think finally by the YouTube community, which has rather astounded me this year. It's something, YouTube allotment videos and how-to videos and homesteading videos, something that we dipped in and out of and have been for a couple of years. Though this year, or you started off the channel, well, you started off your channel almost a year ago. And then I was doing sort of a few bits and pieces on it, and then we decided to do it together. Mm-hmm. And since earlier this year, the community on YouTube have supported what we have done, and hopefully we have supported what other people are doing as well. Been inspired by what other people do. There's so many. I mean, it is now a challenge to watch the videos that we need to watch of the people who inspire us on a daily basis. And it seems each week there's a new channel that has come along. So yeah, it's thanks to everybody that is watching, thanks to everybody at the community gardens, at the allotments, thanks to our local community, thanks to the people at Social Farms and Gardens, which I'm a trustee of, that the members of our association do incredible work. So I think it's community this year. That's what I've been inspired by.
Great. Very nice, Paul. Nice answer. Well done.
What have you been inspired by this year?
Don't know really.
There we go. Need to think about it a bit.
Yeah, I haven't thought. Well, it's not mine to answer. You're the primary organizer of the plots.
Right.
I'm the primary organizer of the YouTube videos. I think you'll find. I can't do everything.
Can't you?
No.
I thought you were like Superman.
No.
Oh.
I'm not.
Oh well. After 25 years, that's a real disappointment.
Oh well. What can one do?
Is that it now?
That's it. Bye then. No. No, that's not it, because we now... Sorry.
Oh, we need to nominate.
We now need to... Sorry, I've got an itchy eyebrow.
I didn't sneeze.
No,
It
you
went
didn't.
away.
I don't know why I've got an itchy eyebrow.
Do you want me to poke you in the eye?
No, I don't. Most definitely not. I'm not planning on going to A&E today. So we're going to nominate
Waggling your feet now.
3 channels. But I'm going to have a sip of tea first.
We could just get on with it.
No, let's build the excitement and anticipation.
We like Rocky Horror. Right.
Well, it's just a drinkable temperature. I do like a tea when it's a drinkable temperature. Do you know what I mean by that, people?
Well, I'm anticipated now.
Are you? Okay, so the 3 channels that we would like to nominate
Of loads that we would like to nominate.
are Giant Dormouse,
Fabulous, fabulous. So much about
very
fruit.
knowledgeable.
Really, really great guy. Just doing a vinegar wash on his fruit trees at the moment, so that'll be interesting to see how that does.
Very knowledgeable. We would love to hear the answers to these questions. The other 2 that we'd like to nominate, the Kingstone 8,
Yeah.
Shaz. We'd love to know more about your growing space. So
Very, very neat
Yes.
growing space. That's what I remember, how neat it was.
So we'd love to know more about your year of growing. And Clarice's French garden. Clarice, if you have the time to do the video, if you don't, let us know, because we know you're busy with stuff
We
at
could
the
go over and do
moment.
it with her.
We could. But we'd like to know more about what your feelings are around your growing space this year. So we will put a link to those channels, and we will also write all of the questions down in the description box. We'll type them. Yeah, all right. So there we go, that's it. That's our allotment roundup for 2018.
So thank you to Vivi for nominating us.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Vivi. Thank you.
Thank you to Jasmin of
for rolling the ball.
Alternative SmallHolding, aka Ophelia's Allotment.
Well, not AKA, is
No,
it?
previously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Prev dot.
What?
That's what you, in shorthand, Prev dot. Not shorthand, but yeah. Thank you, Jasmin.
Thank you.
And that's it, isn't it?
Have a great weekend, and no doubt we'll see you tomorrow for...
Sunday Chat!
Oh, God, I think you've just burst my eardrum. Oh.
Oh dear.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Goodbye.